Welcome back for Michael Jordan Tuesday, the 23rd. I haven't changed my camera a little bit. I cleaned up my desk and changed my angle. And terrific Terry Tuesday. Terry had a nice day yesterday. His best bet won. I think he had delayed pick 4, so that all worked out pretty well. Hopefully, we have a little bit more of that in store for this terrific Terry Tuesday. As always, we have in store some free picks. Free picks today include, I think they're at, I'm not 100% sure, Fort Erie. Okay, I've driven through there, nice little part of the country. So make sure you use the link in the description on YouTube at Horse Racing Radar TV. Also a link to our smart sheets. I understand more and more people are interested in them. So take advantage of that along with the explanation on how to use them in our description on YouTube at Horse Racing Radar TV. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button there so that you're always in tune with what we're doing. Of course, at the end of the show, we'll post all of our thoughts, our Benny and the Bets wagers right there at horseracingtoday.net. While you're there, hit that HRT or gear button. Come on over here and get yourself a See You in the Winner Circle hat. And of course, you can customize it. I think we've agreed that the white on white looks tremendous. Hard to keep clean, though, I think, Terry.
Yep.
All right, so let's get going with the racing for today. Of course, all races start with the first. Let's put that one up on there, Terry. That first race is 6.5 furlongs, claiming for $7,500. The profile of a winner floating down there below. 35% of the horses go wire to wire. The inside 3 have it best. Terry, where's the speed going to be? Looks like that's where it's at.
That's it. Inside 3, the 1, 3, and 2, but the one I think will get out there first.
The one with a good chance to get to the quarter-mile marker on the front. Our race shape tells us, Terry, that you got 4 that want to be middle forward, 3 that want to be towards the back. It should balance out fairly well. Of all these horses, Terry, our C-zone measures which are likely to get a trip that mirrors their best performances. Looks like one of them's kind of a standout there.
Yeah, that's that for Miss Cinnamon. She's got 93.07 or 91.07.
All of these horses showing they can hit the par number for this race, being 75, according to Brisnet. One exception in there. That is the 6 horse. Within 3 points. Terry, who's got the best jockey-trainer combination?
Well, the one looks like it's got the best jockey-trainer combination.
Yes, Emily's jockey-trainer combination's on fire. It's also our simulation favorite. Our top par plus, the 2-horse here, Everhart, though, Terry, an 8-point last race speed figure advantage. Who's got the advantage in the opener for you today, Mr. Terry?
I like the one, Emily's on fire, finishing the money in 5 of her last 7 races. Won 2 of those, which is the high percentage winning trainer jockey. The 4, Miss Cinnamon, likes Parx Racing, been in the money 63% of the time, 11% of the time won those starts. And at today's distance, been in the money 100% of the time, won 25% of the start. Spirited Ride, the 7, ran 7th last out, but she had a lot of trouble. And has a leading winning trainer. Everhart, the 2 is my long shot. Won last race, has the highest last speed rating. Best start speed is fast among today's starter. Has a leading jockey. That's it for me.
I went right down the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. I made it easy. The 1 horse in there is Emily's on fire. We talked a little bit about that being the simulation favorite as well as the top total pace. Good chance to be out front and a good chance to be a better horse in the second start after a layoff. Everhart ran that top last race speed figure 8 points better than the next closest horse. Andrew Beyer says 3 points better. Circle him. A little better early in the last race. A lot better late. We'll see if we can take that momentum to the finish line today. Softer, the 3-horse track dropper, incrementally getting better, should be forward today. And then finally, Miss Cinnamon, the 4-horse, by far the best C-zone. We saw that last race was better than it looks. This one's been at the distance 4 times and on the board in all 4 efforts. Do we have time to do race number 2, Terry? I think they're still circling. So if we go through race 2 fast, we'll get it done. Race 2, real quick, 1 mile, Mr. Terry. And if we take a look at the profile of a winner, again, early speed, rail discount, 2 through 7 a bonus, 8 and out, a discount as well. So in race number 2, Terry, we'll just highlight a couple things real quick, like where's the speed?
Well, the 6 shows the most speed, followed up by the 4.
4, you got 5 class droppers in here. Looks like the 4 is your top jockey. trainer combination, and the only yes horse, the only one so far to show it can hit 74. Terry, is it the only one that gets the top of your ticket today?
Yeah, I like the 4. Cruise Missile finished second last out, owns today's fastest speed run, and is paired with the top trainer and jockey. The 3 ran second out against similar last time. Can improve at the longer distance, has a leading trainer and jockey as well. Awesome Sunshine, 6th, second last out. Early speed running style helps the chances. The 5 is my long shot, drops in class today. And longer distance offers hope for improvement. I like the pick 4 Miami Vice, Don Johnson, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 1, 2, 6 with the 3, 4, 6, 7 with the 2, 5. That's too many. So that's $48. I'll adjust that.
No, that's right.
Is
It's $48, yeah. I have the 4 on top too. Only yes horse, simulation favorite, top total pace of a length and a half. Tiggy Thunder, the 1 horse, the rail stinks, but closest to par. Everybody else is a no. Queen's Mother, the 3 horse, just missed in her last. Resume says potential to be better in the 3rd up. And then the 5 horse, Weekend Honor, biggest class drop. We'll need a rebound in the 4th career start. I'm going to go with the 1, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 3, 4, 6, and 7 with the 2, 5, 7 for my Don Johnson, Miami Vice. Pick 4 to get cracking. And just like that, race number 1 about to get going to start this terrific Terry Tuesday. And indeed, they're doing that. Looks like the 2 horse got off to a pretty bad break. Indeed, he did. It looks like the 1 horse got off to a very good break. Indeed, he did. So they're making their way down the backstretch. The 2 horses moving his way back into contention. I never understand for the life of me why jockeys do that. I just don't. You get off to a bad start, then you rush up to the front. You know you're going to tire your horse out, and they're going to back out at the end unless they're just pounds better than everybody else, right?
Yep.
Just seems to be an odd thing to see people make the same mistake over and over and over again. But anyway, you never know. Might prove to be untrue today. The 1 horse continues to have the lead as they make their way through the bend. The 2 horse trying to maybe a little bit of a ground-saving trip on the rail, but I don't know. All that early effort could come back to its demise. You got the 5. It looks like the 7 going really wide. They're kind of bumping off each other. It's just opening up the rail a little bit for the 3 horse if it can pop through, but it can't because you can't switch leads. So he's not going to make it in there. So it looks like the 5 horse has got a good chance to finish second. 3 horse is trying to switch leads, but he won't because he keeps looking at the 5 to his right. But the 1 horse is extending. Emily's on fire. 1, 5, 3, 7, 4. And then the 2 horse rushed up there for no reason whatsoever at all. That's the way they go in the opener. The 1 horse as our simulation favorite and our top par total pace horse, as well as the jockey trainer combination coming home is a lone E. Lots of reasons to like that one. 7 to 5, Terry. One like a 7 to 5 favorite. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds all right, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 2 horse just never gave itself a chance with that break. And that might have been the second best horse in the race. Race 3, we got 3 in a row at $170 on the track here. This one's an optional claiming for $16,000. So if you wanted to buy midway vow, you couldn't. The $16,000 would be right here in the Brisnet sheets. You'll see that right here with God Game. I don't know if that ever means anything, Terry. Are you less inclined to pick a horse or more inclined to pick a horse if it is not in for a claim?
It doesn't really affect my thought process whatsoever unless the horse has been doing pretty bad in the past and they had spent quite a bit of money to buy it in the first place and it's a pretty young horse. And I would think that they maybe want to get it claimed. So
yeah, I would think that's probably the case. Again, $170 early speed, 30%. Get the lead, keep the lead all the way around the track like we saw in the opener there. A little bit of a rail bonus for midway vow. 2 and 3 are fair. 4 through 7 a discount. 8 and out is almost fair. So, this is kind of a theme when we do Parx, Terry. Speed. We got a few of them here again that look like they're going to make it contentious early.
Yeah, the 4, 5, 1, and 3, but the 4 has the most speed. If it gets a good break, it should go to the lead.
Yeah, you see here, there's really not a big gap between all these horses in the early pace, so it should be pretty fought hard at the start. You got one of these triangles, Terry. It usually favors speed. The 4 horse is a closer. Could be out there on the front. That's what we call a left arrow horse. But it looks like one horse in here, Terry, is really going to like the way it sets up, especially if it can get to the front.
That's right. Got Game has got a C-zone number of 94% plus. So it'll be very comfortable in this race. So all of them at least have some kind of a C-zone number.
Yeah, another interesting race for only one. Midway Vow has made par so far. Par for this race being 80. The one horse is the only one to get that done. A couple of others here, maybe. So 76 and 78. A trio of them, when we did our simulations, can do it here, Terry. Who can do it with the jockey trainer?
Well, it appears to me the 2 is the best jockey, 6 the best trainer, but the 2 has the best jockey trainer combination.
Looks like it, yes. The one horse, 12-point last race speed figure edge. It's a big number. Look at this, Terry. The one horse could be on the lead and has the most late speed, perhaps. Can't pass what you can't catch. That's why it is the top total pace horse. Who is your top pick in this spot?
Well, I like the one Midway Vow, runner-up last out on turf, early speed, suits shorter trip, tied for the best start speed among today's starters, and it has a top trainer and jockey. Got Game, the 2, won by 11 lengths in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and this combination the last 14 days been in the money 5 out of 5 starts with 3 wins, 1 second, 1 third. Number 6, class drop to date, can improve while returning to a route. It is trained by a high percentage winner trainer. And then Judy's Flyer, the 5 is my long shot, could improve while returning to a route. Tied for the fastest speed among today's starters. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, I'm going to begin with the one horse too here. Midway Vow. It is the only yes horse. Top last race speed figure, 12 points better than everybody else, and showed some improvement late last out. Got Game. You got Jamie Ness, Mikel Sanchez, 3rd start in a row off the bench in the 4th career start. 2 decent workouts, by far the best C-zone. Then the 6 horse, Tavaria. That one is a track dropper and the only class dropper. We see that right here moving down a length. That's usually a pretty good combination in there. Some good Parx workouts. And then the 4 horse, you know it when you know, top total pace horse. We saw that. Shot to be on the lead with the most late speed. If that one gets to the lead, it could stay there. I'm going to do a $10 pick 3. 1 with the 6, with the 5, and the 7 as I get my Benny and the bets cracking. Race number 4 is another at 1 mile and 70 yards. As we said, there's 3 in a row. So we should get a pretty good sense of what the profile of a winner it looks like today in this maiden claiming $10,000 race. More often than not, Terry, when we're looking at maiden races, we want to look at that par speed figure. 71 in race number 4. We see that the 3, the 4, and the 6 have the ability to hit par. If we do our simulations for par plus, Terry, it looks like we can add another one in there.
Yeah, you can add that 7 in there because the 3, 4, and 6 has some numbers that show it could equal or exceed the par speed number for this race.
7 in there as well. You see over here a bunch of class droppers. Yes, 3 horse winning song moving down 3 lengths. That's a pretty big move in there, Terry. A lot of times with horses trying to find their first win, getting the right jockey or trainer is a good way to get that done. And where would you do that if you want to get it done today?
Well, the best jockey appears to be the 6, and then the best trainer, the 4. But I think the best combination is the 6 of the jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, our race shape tells us you got 2 that want to co-pilot, 2 closers, 3 that have not finished within 5 lengths of the leader. None really looking like they're going to be all that satisfied with the way this trip takes place, Terry. So maybe we look for some value, and which horse maybe offers the most that?
Well, the 3 looks like from 5 to 2 to 4 to 1, and then you have the 4 goes from 8 to 5 to 3 to 1, and the 7 has a very nice one from 3 to 1 to 6 to 1.
Few horses in here showing some improvement last time out. Only the 2 and the 7 showing a little bit better fractions. The 6, Rocket Knight, a 7-point speed figure advantage. The 2, great chance to be on the lead by himself. And then that would be kind of left arrow-ish. And then you have the 7 with a top total pace of 5. So for a maiden claiming race, as always, lots of different ways to go. Terry, which way did you go in race number 4?
I like the 6, Rocket Knight, ran 3rd against tougher last race, tied for the fastest dirt speed today. Trainer wins 25% of the race when dropping the horse 2+ classes and has a top winning jockey. Then I like Kevin's Strike. The 4 moved to a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer in the last 14 days have been in the money 10 out of 14 starts with 5 wins, 4 seconds, and a third. tied for the fastest dirt speed, and recently posted a 4 furlong workout at September 17th. Winning Song, the 3, drops in class today, has a top winning trainer, and wins 50% of the races when taking a horse from a maiden to a maiden claiming race, and blinkers are added. Saucy Ham, the 7, my long shot, ran 3rd in his last race, has a top trainer and jockey. I'm going to play the 2nd, Miami Vice, pick 4. 3, 4, 6, 7 with 2, 5 with 4, 5, 7 with 2, 3, 4, 6, $48 ticket.
All right, for me, I'm going to start off with that 6 horse too. That one, Terry, is Rocket Knight. 3 consecutive speed figure increases. Barry Meadows, skeptical handicapper. Pick it up if you haven't, if you like data. A 15% winning angle. Top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else. That's usually a winning angle. Could be forward. Most of the other horses want to be middle or back or not close at the end. Number 3, Winning Song. That one is the biggest class dropper. 3 lengths, as we pointed out in the smart sheets. Should be better in the second start after layoff. Number 7, Saucy Ham. Only the 4th career start. A Z pattern horse. We had one of those Z patterns win yesterday, Terry. Z pattern, as you'll see here one more time, we'll show you. You see a horse that came off. Early pace 72, drops to 68, and then a little bit of a second wind down the stretch. That's a Z pattern. 3rd up, top total pace horse of 5 points. And then finally, the 4 horse, Kevin Strike, is my final selection. Simulation favorite, track dropper, but the workouts at Parx aren't all that inspiring. My 50-cent pick 4, I'm going to do the Noah +1, 367, 257, 357, 346 for $40.50. 10 races today, Terry. So that means race 5 is the middle of the, or the end, excuse me, of the first leg of the card. Again, 3rd in a row at $170, claiming $7,500. Speed again matters. Inside speed, probably the best place to have it. Terry, and looks like we got one fast one right dead smack in the middle.
That's right. That 5 shows the most speed in here, as you can see, and it's a lot better than the rest of them. So.
Mm-hmm. So that lots of speed for a horse that wants to be out front, along with the 3. So those 2 should be right where they want to be. Everybody else middle back. Looks like of those 2, Terry, the 3 has a little bit better comfort zone as far as moving up or down in class. The 2 and the 3 making a drop. Terry, anybody in here offering some value in your view?
Well, the 1 has a little bit of value, 4-1 and 6-1, and the 7's value is 3-2 to 7-2.
Yes, also a pretty big, almost a 50% chance that guy will hit that 75 speed figure number for par. 7 point last race speed figure edge. Top 4 total pace horses, the 7, the 1, the 5, and the 4. Terry, who are your top 4 horses?
Okay, so in this race here, I like the number 5, Don't Post It. Won 2 races out of the last 3 starts and has a high percentage winning trainer. And then 2, Wonderful Venezuela, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey and can handle the distance. The 7 won his last race, or her last race at Parx Racing. Highest last speed rating, best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. Then I like the 1 is my long shot. Rail Post is winning a 19% clip, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets.
Royal Prado, that 7 horse, has that 7 point last race speed figure advantage. I'm a big fan of that. Also, we look at Royal Prado as the simulation favorite. I'm a big fan of that. Top total pace, almost 50% chance he'll hit par by a decent number, better than the rest. Don't Post It, the 5 horse, hot or cold type, either smashes everybody or gets smashed by everybody. Usually the key is when that one gets to the front, it does its best, does have that 8 point early speed advantage. Good chance that one will get to the lead. Wonderful Venezuela, the 3 horse, is a track dropper. Very steady performer. Should be a little bit better performer today in round 2 off the sidelines. And then finally, El Numero Uno, Repaint, the 1 horse. Better early pace than its last. Does catch the rail, which is a bonus, and is also a horse coming in as a track dropper. I'm going to do a $5 exact the key box, 7 over the 1, 2, 4, and 5. And then a $5 double, 5, 7 with the 4 as we get started with the second half of the card and get away from those 1 mile 70 races into a much shorter one. This one is a 5.5 furlonger, where almost half the horses go wire to wire. Again, maiden race. So we're looking at that speed figure of 67. In race number 6, we shall see that none of them have come close to or within 5 points, except for the 4 horse, which has been within 3 points, Terry. When you see that, you got to look at the first-time starter. Yeah, typically, we like about 2.5 points or better. We also like jockeys and trainers. And what do you see there?
Well, as far as this one goes, the 7 has the best jockey, 6 best trainer, but I think the 6 is also the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, really nobody hitting a high C zone, so it could be a difficult race. The 4 wanted to close. All these other horses not within 5 lengths of the leader at the finish line. So none of these horses really faring very well so far. The 5 horse making its first start. Of the horses with some experience, the 4 Caps and Cats, 13-point last race speed figure. Our simulation says it should be the 2 to 5 favorite as your top total pace horse, but it didn't get your first call, Terry. Somebody else did.
Yeah, sure did. I like the 7 in here. It finished 3rd versus tougher in the only start, drops in class today with the leading trainer and jockey. Then Caps and Cats, the 4, ran 2nd versus similar in the last race. Best start speed is fastest among today's starters. Has a high percentage winning trainer as well. The 5, my 3rd choice, is a first-time starter, and this dam, whose dam has 4 winners from 6 starters and 1 stakes winner. Breeding suits today's sprint distance and benefits from a top trainer and jockey. Club Soda Johnny, the 3 is my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and can improve in his 2nd career race. That's it.
I think the 4 horse Caps and Cats, it's the only horse to come close to par so far. That one ran a 13-point speed figure edge over everybody else. Big time simulation favorite, 2 to 5 versus 5 to 2. Those numbers are inversed. Number 5, Accelerated Dating. It's the first timer. Everybody else in there besides the 4 is a no. Some okay workouts. Number 7, Grande Felino. 2nd race upside with a good chance to be on the lead. It's a track dropper to boot. Number 1, Lord Anthony. Not the biggest fan of Penn Shippers. It was either that or the 2. But it is a maiden special weight dropper that was decently bet in its debut and does show some pace. I'm going to go with a $5 pick 5. I'm hoping that the last 5 races in here are somewhat predictable. 4 with the 3, 4, 6 with the 5, and then the 3, and then the 3 and the 8 as my $5 pick 5. Race number 7 is the last of the pick 4s today, Terry. 6.5 furlongs. This one, about 36% of the time, the horse goes wire to wire. There is a very clear inside to outside bias. Again, another maiden race. Again, pay attention to that speed figure, the par speed figure. In race number 7, we're going to see that none of them have hit par. 3 of them have come close, the 6 being the closest within 1 point. Terry, what do you see here?
Well, as you can see that the speed is the 5, followed up by the 7 and the 1. But so I think it's kind of anybody's race on who gets that quarter pole first. And then as far as the C zones, you got a really nice 69% for the 6. So the 6 can be very comfortable in here. As far as jockeys go, it's the 2 and the trainer's the 3. And I think the trainer jockey combination would be the 3. Mm-hmm. So anyway, and then you've got a late closer there that has a lot of good data that shows it likes to really close late. And it's going to be a pressure horse. So it'll be close to that, probably in mid-pack or a little better. So
5 points equals about 1 length, but also an 11-point last race speed figure edge, about a 1 length total pace edge in there for that 6 horse 2, Terry. Interestingly, though, the 5 wants to get out on the lead. Everybody else middle back, with the 2, 3, and 4 not finishing within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line so far in their careers. That 5 horse, if it can get the lead with the 2nd best C zone, got a good chance to go all the way. Who do you think will go all the way in race number 7?
I like the 4, Active Faith, was 3rd as a favorite last time, has a trainer who is 28% of the races when returning the beaten favorite, and has a good workout on September 13th. And then Kiss Me Slow, 6, is 2nd versus similar last out. Best start speed is among today's field. Has a top speed at today's distance and a strong workout on September 13th. And then Leaner and Meaner, the 3, drops in class. May show potential with an effort on dirt. well backed on the debut, and also has a good workout. And then the two tip top ran third in his last race, has a top winning trainer, which 50% of the horses would our races when taking a horse from a maiden to the maiden claiming race, and has a high percentage winning jockey. I'm going to bet the third pick 4, Miami Vice. I'm going to bet 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 1, 5 with the 6, 7, and finish up with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 $50 ticket.
Okay, here you go, Don. I'm going to go with the 4 on the single, with the 3, 4, 6, with the 5, with the 3, and then the 3, 8. So 3 singles, then 3, and then 2. If it hits, I don't know there's going to be too many shots in there. That's why I did it for $5. There's always surprises, right? That's the way racing goes, unfortunately. Leaner and Meaner. Yes, indeed. Leaner and Meaner. That one is Chad Brown horse. What the bleep is a Chad Brown horse doing at Parx? I know what it's doing. It's coming out of a Saratoga $100,000 maiden special weight race. And it got hurt. Been off for more than a year. Chad Brown's here to pick up a check, folks, to recoup some of those losses for bringing this horse back to health, and they don't want to put it in a race where it can get claimed. Number 4, Act of Faith is my second choice. It's a track dropper, even money favorite in its debut, I think at Ellis Park. Second race upside, and I like the fact that Juancito Solis is the owner and the trainer. They tend to spot their horses correctly. Number 6, Kiss Me Slow. Very consistent performer so far with the top last race speed figure, 11 points better than everybody else. And then number 2, Tip Top. Moving up in class in the second start after being sidelined for more than a year. So what that tells me when they're moving the horse back up in class, so they went out last time out with the 2 horse. You see was off for more than a year. It was also running at Saratoga in special weight races, but not really well bet. They put him in a maiden claiming race, didn't get claimed. They collectively exhaled and then moved him up to a maiden special weight. So they want to keep that guy in the barn. For me, in the last pick 4, I'm going to do the Noah +1 again. 3, 4, 6, 1, 4, 5, 1, 3, 5, 3, 4, 8. Again, $40.50. 3 races to go for this terrific Terry Tuesday. Race number 8, we're going to go back to a mile. You see that is 1 trip around the track. Let me pop up the important details here for race number 8. You're going to see that it is early speed with Wilbur Montgomery, 31% of the time going wire to wire. How about that NFL weekend, Terry? You had 2 games, I think almost 1 on blocked field goals. If you bet the Rams, you want to probably cry because the Rams were a 3.5-point underdog. They're down by 1, going to kick the field goal as time drops, right? Either the guy misses the field goal or makes the field goal, but either way, you're a winner. And it gets blocked, and the guy picks it up, weighs 300 pounds, runs at 70 yards, and nobody can catch him, and he loses. The time expires. That's got to be the worst beat I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Anyhow, you see down there, speed does win in race number 8. Hopefully we don't get a beat like that today, Terry. Who's going to get to the lead here?
Well, as you can see, lots of them have plenty of speed. The 2 shows the most, but I think it's really anybody's guess who will get to that lead.
And we only have 1 yes horse here. That's the 4, Girls from Outer Space. Everybody else has been close. Knock, knock, knocking on the door, Bob Dylan style. Only a trio of them say they have a chance to hit par today. I like this 4 horse there. Much better across the board last time out with better fractions. You see something similar with the 6, too, in there, Terry. Either one of those have a good jockey or trainer?
Yeah, actually, no, the 5 has the best jockey, the 1 best trainer, but the 5 is the best jockey-trainer combination.
And our race shape tells us you got 3 that want to be on the front, 4 that want to be middle back. Should be fair. Looks like one of them, though, Terry, stand out again from a C-zone perspective.
Yeah, that 3's got an 80.37% C-zone number, so going to be very comfortable in here. So,
any horses that you see offering value in here? Not really.
Just the 1. That's about the only one. It's only a small value, 3-1 to 7-2. So.
Yeah, small value 2-1, 8-5 to 6-5. For the 5 is your simulation favorite. The 5 and the 1 are sim favorite standouts. 5 horse with an 11-point total pace edge. But look at this 6-horse, Terry. If that one's remotely close coming out of the turn, Joey the Fish, they ain't holding that one off. Who's going to win in race number 8?
Well, this is my pick of the day, and actually I had a really good day yesterday. If you bet my pick of the day and the way I told you to bet that race, you'd bet $100 and then collected $636.50. So that would have been nice. So I'm hoping to follow that up with another good one. I'm going with 5 Date Night Kisses. Trainer has a strong record with returning beaten favorites, 31% win rate. The class dropped today, top speed at today's distance, fast dirt speed among today's runners, paired with a high percentage winning jockey. A lot of boxes marked off. And then the one Cindy Song finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Bravo Zulu, the 2, won 2 races out of the 4 starts at Parx Racing, running 2nd in the last race, benefits from a top trainer. And then Girl from Outer Space, the 4 ran 2nd in her last race and has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to bet 20 to win on the 5, and then a $10 exacta box 1-5, $10 exacta 5 on top with the 1-2-4, and then a $5 exacta box 1-2-5. That's it.
The 5-horse. I broke the curse yesterday because the year 7 was my top pick too. I didn't best bet him though. I wish I did. But today, Date Night Kisses, sim favorite, top 11 total pace. You got Jamie Ness, Mikel Sanchez, Cindy Song, the 1-horse. Just missed in her last, cutting back in distance. Could be a bonus today. Number 4, Girls from Outer Space. Aren't they all? Just kidding, of course. Only Yes Horse. That was 5 ways better pace, and better speed last time out. And then number 2, Bravo Zulu. Could be your pace setter. Been at Parx 4 times to comb the winner's check. And 2 of them. No bets for me. I think we probably have time to do race number 9.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes.
All right, so let's go through race number 9 right quick. It's the beginning of the late double. 2 races in a row that are 6 furlongs, race 9 and 10. Early speed, 46%. Go wire to wire. That's a pretty big number there, Terry. And the inside 3 speed usually has a big edge. So in race number 9, do we have anybody on the inside with some speed? Not really.
Well, not really. The 6, which is next to almost to the outside, has it. And then the 3 followed up by the 5.
Yeah, maybe the 3 and 1 can contend early. Awesome Anna Marie. That one has a 5-point last race speed figure edge. That 5-horse. 1 length late speed, 1 length total pace edge, Terry. Who's got the edge from the jockey trainer standing point?
Well, the 1 has the best jockey, 4 the best trainer, but I think the 1 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, everybody but the 2 has hit par for this level, that being a speed figure of 80. Although according to our simulations, the 2 even has a chance to do it today. Our race shape says that 6 could be out there by himself. Everybody else giving chase. The 6 has a okay C-zone. Who's got the best one, Terry?
Well, the 7, according to what I see there, 85.99, followed up by that 5, and then 2.
So the 3 is, along with the 4, one of our simulation favorites. The 5-point speed figure also makes the top 4 over here. That makes the 3 a strong candidate, Terry, in race number 9. You have him as your long shot. I have him as my top pick. Who do you think is going to win?
I think the 6 is, and he works too much, performs well at Parx Racing when it's paying the money 70% of the time and wins 30% of the starts. Distance not going to be an issue. Then Miss Easy, the 7, won at Parx Racing last race and has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Put the crazy away. The 1 finished 2nd, but the trainer has a strong record with returning beaten favorites, 30% win rate. Rail Post win a 20% clip. And then 3, Awesome Anne-Marie won her last race at Parx Racing. Highest speed figure at today's distance, best start speed among today's starters, and a high percentage winning trainer. That's it.
I'm going to go quick because race 2 is about to go. Awesome Anne-Marie, top last race speed figure, tends to bunch races. Put the crazy away. Was the favorite against Awesome Marie last time. Just missed. Number 5, Never Sway, top total pace. 2nd try at Parx after a rough trip in her last. And Anne-Marie works too much. Could be your lone E. Could be out in the front today. Really does well at Parx. Race number 2 is underway. And right now, the 4-horse has darted out to a lead as your 1-5 favorite. So we're both kind of hoping that one doesn't take the checkered flag there today, Terry. Because 1-5 won't help the pick 4 at all, right?
Right.
The 1-horse is running in 2nd with the 6 there in 3rd. Opening quarter in 23 and about 6.65 seconds. So not going all that fast. As they make their way down to the turn, the 4-horse continues to set the tone. Is it going too fast, Terry? We'll see. It doesn't look like it because it got to slow down. 47. Really nobody coming. The only horse that's really making an effort right now is the 5-horse. It's coming up the rail the quickest. It's probably got a good chance to finish the second, although the 1-horse has moved down to the rail. He's trying to find his stride. I don't know if he's going to find it or not, enough to cut the turn, although the 4-horse looks like it is kind of tiring a little bit. But either that or he's got such a big lead, the jockey doesn't care anymore. He is running a little bit sideways. It's going to be the second race in a row where you have a horse that just blows the competition away. This one's going to go 4, then the 5, then the 1, as a 1-2 favorite for Cruise Missile. The only yes horse in the field was the simulation favorite with the top total pace, and it sure behaved that way. 4, 5, 1, 6. 4, 5, 1, and 6 to get the pick 4 started today for absolutely nothing. All right, Terry. Race number 10. Before we do that, tomorrow we're going to do Churchill Downs. And then on Thursday, will be Belmont at the Big 8. 4 and Friday next week before Tom heads on vacation for a week. So you don't want to miss that because we always have some nice long shots on 4 and Friday. And to make sure you don't miss anything what we do around here, Terry, what's the wisest thing to do?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell so you're notified about all the different programs, what time they come up, and then copy the link below and below that and share it with everybody so they can come and check us out. Go to our social sites such as Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and I said that, didn't I? Twitter at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Keep comments coming like Don Johnson has been doing all day long, and your picks. There you go.
Right. Final race of the day, race 10, another one at 6 furlongs. It looks like you get to the front today, Terry, is all you really need to do. Both winners going wire to wire, and if that's the case today, you maybe got 3 of them to think about getting to the lead here.
Yeah, the 3, 2, and 8 all have pretty similar numbers. They're pretty close to one another.
Yeah, only this is not on outer turf, so that's incorrect there, folks. One class dropper being the 3, Hot Rod Rumble. There also looks like maybe a little value on the 3.
Yeah, actually the 3 has a value from 8 to 5 to 5 to 2. The 2 has a nice value, 7 to 1 to 12 to 1. The 5's value is 9 to 2 to 8 to 1. So there you go.
Yeah, all this field wants to be middle forward, Terry. So you got pressure horses, leading horses, speed of the speed, or which horse might come from off the pace. It looks like the 8 horse in there might be the one. Yeah. Everybody but the 1 or 2 has hit par, although the 2 might do it today. Terry, who is going to do all of the celebrating when the race is over?
Okay, well, I like in this race the 8, Iconic Legacy. Likes Parx Racing, been in the money 62% of the races, winning 24% of the starts. Distance, been in the money at 60% of the races, winning 30% of the starts. Hot Rod Rumble, the 3, finished second last time against stronger competition. Drops in class today, and the trainer wins 20% of the races in a horse's first start with this trainer, and recorded the highest last speed at this distance. The 4 Enforcer switches to high percentage winning trainer, benefits from a top jockey and best start speed is fast among the starters. The 5 Big Brown Shoes ran second versus similar in the last race, has a highest last speed rating. No bets for me as I'm completely out of money.
Well, Hot Rod Rumble in here might give a shot today, Terry, to take this field from the gate to the wire. Track dropper, simulation favorite, your only class dropper, and the best chance to be a par runner today. Iconic Legacy just missed in its last race. 3rd start after a layoff, and the resume says likely to be better than the last one. Number 4, Enforcer. Yes, horse. Did show some better early pace last time out. Craig Milkowski says better early pace is a precursor to a better race. Finally, Big Brown Shoes. That one just missed in its last. Maybe catching some extra distance helps, though I'm not so sure about that. No additional bets for me either. Taking a look at our full picks for the day so far, off to a start. Very chalky start. The 1 horse won 7 to 5. The 2-horse one at 1-5. Did that one go off at, Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to need something to come in a little bit more pricey if we're going to make any money today. Here's the way we see the rest of the card. A lot of similarities from the top to the bottom. Our bets for today look like this. Race number 3. I have a $10 pick 3 starting with the 1, the 6, and the 5 and the 7. Race number 4, another pick 4. Hopefully we catch something better than the 1-5 at the start. Race number 5, a $5 exact key box and a $5 double. Race number 6, a pick 5. Again, I think it could be chalky today. Race number 7, the late pick 4. Race number 8, Terry's best bet. Yesterday's combinations paid out over $600. So hopefully we can have a repeat performance today. Race number 9, nada. Race number 10, nada. Again, tomorrow, Belmont. Tomorrow is Churchill Downs. Belmont at the Big A on Thursday. 4 and Friday on Friday. 3 picks today over at Fort Erie. There's a link in the description on YouTube. In just a minute, we'll post of our picks as well as our thoughts and our wagers right here. HorseRacingToday.net. We'll timestamp every race in the description on YouTube. There's also a tip jar after a $600 Monday. I mean, we should have a cup of coffee and a Mountain Dew, don't you think, Terry?
I think so.
Or at least someone can head over to HorseRacingToday.net's merchandise shop, get yourself a baseball hat, and that's it. Any final thoughts from you before we get prepared for Churchill on Hump Day?
Yeah, just keep safe. Make sure that you do things the right way today and the rest of the week. If you're betting the horses, I hope you win. If you're not, whatever you're trying to do in your life, I hope you win at that. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow at Churchill Downs.
Yeah, certainly. No matter what you're doing for the rest of this terrific Terry Tuesday, we certainly hope it's filled with God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing you do ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. Make it a blessed Tuesday. We'll see you mañana.